Welcome to Rebel Rock, guys. I am Dan, and we got a bunch of records to go through. I've been slacking on this channel. I've been busy doing my own thing. River City Rebels. We had just played a couple back-to-back weekends, so we got a lot of catching up to do. But I got some stuff. First off, I'm going to show you stuff from one of my local kind of media shops called Bull Moose Records. That's kind of the closest place for me to go. And I had a bunch of credit there, so I'm just blowing it. First up, we got this CD box set from the band Hello. I like these. So they make these budget box sets, right? What is it? I have a Raspberries one. I have a Bay City Rollers. There's a bunch of them. They're cheap. They're like 22 bucks, and you get pretty much the whole catalog, or at least the stuff that you want. You know Hello, glam rock, made famous by Ace Frehley, New York Groove. I think that would probably be the biggest thing. But it's solid all the way around. Great band, and it's hard to find the actual vinyl records of these guys. I feel like you gotta import it. We got the new Lemon Twigs. Fantastic power pop from these brothers. I've listened to a few singles from this album. I haven't checked the whole thing out, but I'm excited to. I tried to see them a few months back, and a snowstorm canceled it, so I wasn't able to make it. More power pop. Billy Tibbles, Los Angeles. Connected to the Lemon Twigs in the sense that they share the same drummer, I do believe. That's good. Billy Tibbles is like modern day T-Rex, I guess. Show Me the Body. New York City hardcore. So I like to go on YouTube on a whim and just start searching bands and see what recommendations pop up. This was one of the bands that kind of popped up, and I was like, is that guy playing a banjo? And sure enough, he was. It's a three-piece bass, drum, banjo, singer. But you can't tell it's a banjo. It's insane. Really good hardcore, kind of mix hip-hop in there. You know, it's got punk rock influence, it's got old school hardcore, it's got some of the new school hardcore stuff in there. But fantastic. Check them out. Everyone I've showed it to is like, it's really good. Yeah, it is. Ordered some stuff online through Green Noise Records, which is becoming my go-to for buying new records, because they get a lot of the Australian imports and other weird kind of niche stuff that I really enjoy. So we ordered a bunch from them. We got this Dennis Tech, Volume 2. If you don't know, he's the guitar player from Radio Birdman. And this is just a collection of the mid-period 90s stuff from him. They just released Volume 3, but maybe I'll get it one day, but I'm in no rush. We got this Undertones, Positive Touch. Didn't have it, got it now. We got ABC Gum, which probably most of you don't know. It's modern day bubblegum pop, which is, I mean, mixed with garage obviously and some punk rock influence, but so well done. I love bubblegum pop, so this is right up my alley. A band I'd never heard of. Australian band, Drunk Mums, Beer Babies, the name of the album. These guys are awesome. Australia right now, rock and roll. There's no better place than Australia. They're just spitting them out. Like, I find a new Australian band every single week. Another Australian band, Split System, and this is Volume 1. I have Volume 2 already. This one goes in and out of print, I feel like, so I hopped all over it. These guys are much in line with the tradition of Radio Birdman or the Saints, in Australian punk rock, really. But modern day stuff, killing it. They got two Telecasters in the band, really twangy, distorted. They got just interesting riffs. It just makes you feel good. So happy to add that. Green Noise Records, you can find them online. Really good stuff. They actually threw in a freebie too from Stiff Richards, another Australian band. It was like defective side A, they said. I listened to it. It wasn't all that defective. So that's cool. Went to another local shop, Butch Spieler, up in Montpelier, Vermont, and traded some stuff in. Was gonna visit with my buddy Nate anyway, so it all worked out. We got this King Khan in the Shrines. I like a lot of his stuff, but to me, this is the album that really is the one that I felt like I needed to have. I was thrilled to see it there because this is there was a minute there I was looking for it online. I couldn't find a copy of it, so to see it randomly there made me happy. Garage rock stuff. Happy to have this Funkadelic record, Maggot Brain. That cover alone. Used to tour a lot years back with the River City Rebels, and this was one of those albums that we always had in the van. So good. Also got this Jesse Malin, the Heat album. This was released for Record Store Day. It's an album that's near and dear to me. I've been a fan of Jesse Malin and his band Degeneration for years and years. Didn't have this on vinyl, had it on CD, so we got it now. Singer-songwriter stuff for this. New York City, great. Had to order this from Germany. And this is Sex Mex. And this is their album 23. Sex Mex is kind of like the Spits or the Briefs. Snotty synth punk stuff. Really good. These guys are young. From Texas. They're on their first U.S. tour right now. I'm going to try to catch them in Boston. I love them. Check these guys out, especially this 23 album. Really awesome from start to finish. Thrift stores, almost never find anything anymore. I got this Shabazz Palace hip-hop album. It was released on Sub Pop from Seattle. I don't know much about it. We're going to find out about it. Picked up this 1617 Stray Cats 7-inch. That's pretty sexy. I'd never seen that before. That's the end of the vinyl. But I did pick up some books. We got Nothing But a Good Time. The Uncensored History of the 80s. I'm excited. This looks good. It's all interview stuff firsthand from all the guys that were there. I'm a sucker for that shit. I know it's a little cheesy at moments, but yeah. Picked this Into the Void, this Geezer Butler autobiography, which is going to be a fantastic read, I got a feeling. We got classic album covers of the 60s, chocked full of great album covers. I got a bunch of these compilation books of covers. I like to look at them and feel inspired. We got this Recording Unhinged. This is Sylvia Massey. She's a famous producer, record producer, engineer, and her book is a lot of fun. It's a compilation more or less of all her friends in the industry talking about unconventional recording techniques and just bizarre stuff they've done in the studio. So if you like recording music, this is right up your alley. It's just bizarre, weird. It's not so much, going into a big studio and creating, something with thousands of dollars worth of equipment. This is like, hey, what happens if we try to mic up an amp and throw it off a cliff? That kind of stuff. Interesting. We got this Inner City Sound, punk and post-punk in Australia, 76 to 85. I'm excited. I just started reading this. And this is obviously going over a lot of the first wave of Australian punk bands, everyone from The Scientists to Nick Cave, The Go-Betweens, Radio Birdman, Birthday Party, stuff like that. So I'm thrilled to dig into this. That's it. That's gonna wrap it up on Rebel Rock. That's what I snagged up. That's what I'm gonna be listening to this month, actually. Hope everyone's doing well. You guys are finding some cool stuff out there. Listening to some rock and roll. In the comments, say hello. I like, connecting with other channels that might be sort of aligned musically with what I like, because then I can watch yours and be inspired, which I do. I follow some other channels, and I do find out about some bands that I've never heard of. That's what it's all about. Sharing information. So until next time, do what you do. Toodaloo. Commodore Rockers, it's the BOP from the VT. We got a brand new 7-inch on Screamin' Crow Records titled Pop Culture Baby. The first new music from the River City Rebels in a decade. Get it while it's hot.